Introducing the KFC Spicy Deluxe Famous Chicken Sandwich. It's a triple breaded chicken fillet topped with cheddar cheese, fresh lettuce, tomatoes, and crispy pickles, all served on a warm potato bun with creamy, spicy mayo. I got the spicy version. Before we get started, let's have a look at the nutritional info and the ingredients. I will say, this is an exceptionally unhealthy sandwich. At first glance, the sandwich looks great. I love how the bun is toasted on the inside, but it's also not a hard bun, it's very soft and fresh. The chicken fillet they used is nice and thick as well, and it's fully breaded all over. It's got plenty of the spicy mayo, so that's an A+. I was hoping for whole sliced tomatoes. I'm not sure why they put chopped tomatoes in it when the picture on the website shows whole tomatoes, but I'm willing to look past that. Let's kick things off with seasoning and flavor. I think this sandwich nails it. It's perfectly seasoned. It's got a really good balance here. It's not too salty or overpowering, even though the sodium count is through the roof. You still get that full range of flavor in every bite. I can taste the lettuce, the pickles, and the tomatoes. They don't get lost. And I think that's pretty rare in a spicy chicken sandwich like this. Usually you get overwhelmed with the spice or the bun or something, but I can taste everything. Most importantly, that signature KFC seasoning is front and center. It's exactly what you look for in a KFC sandwich, right? Every bite delivers exactly what I hoped for. It's balanced and unmistakably KFC. I'm going to give seasoning and flavor a 5 out of 5. Next, let's talk about the smell and the aroma. It's pretty mouth-watering. The smell of the fresh bun hits first, followed by that familiar KFC signature scent. And then there's the spicy mayo. You can smell that creamy heat coming through before you even take a bite. Like I said, it all works very well together and it makes you want to dive in. So I'm going to give smell and aroma a 5 out of 5 as well. Next, I'm going to move on to texture. This too is on point. The bun is super soft and it gives it a nice contrast to the chicken, which is very crispy on the outside and incredibly moist on the inside. I didn't find any weird rubbery bits or gross parts, no sogginess, nothing chewy. It was just a well-cooked chicken with a great mouthfeel. So, again, everything comes together pretty well. It's satisfying, so I'm going to give texture a 5 out of 5. As for the spiciness, it's spiced just right. There's a noticeable kick, but it's not overwhelming. It won't leave you rushing to get a glass of water, which I appreciate. I've had some spicy foods on this channel before and they just weren't enjoyable. Maybe it could use a little bit more heat, but I'm glad they didn't go overboard. The heat builds slowly and stays mellow. Again, it makes it enjoyable rather than a challenge. It feels well balanced with the creamy spicy mayo and the KFC seasoning, so you get the spice, but it doesn't drown out the flavor. So on a spiciness scale, it's only a 2.5 out of 5. But that is a really good thing here. In terms of uniqueness, the standout here is that classic KFC flavor. It has that signature taste that you can't mistake and that is uniquely theirs. But what really sets it apart is the size of the chicken fillet. It's massive. It's way bigger than the other fast food sandwiches I've reviewed, especially that McDonald's one. That alone gives it a premium feel. So while the sandwich itself isn't doing anything wildly new in terms of ingredients and flavor, it's the size of the fillet that sets it apart for being unique. Having said that, it is still a chicken sandwich. Yeah, it tastes like a KFC one and it does have a large fillet, but as far as uniqueness goes, I'm not going to overrate it. I'll give it a 3 out of 5. Now let's talk about the quality. In this, I'm going to include the chicken, the bun, and the toppings. So quality-wise, this sandwich holds up really well across the board. The chicken is thick and juicy, and it doesn't taste processed. It's got a really fresh, real taste to it. And the breading has a really nice crunch. You've heard me talk about the bun several times before and how soft it is. And I'll say it again, it's really soft. It's not stale or overly dense. You can actually taste the flavor of the bun separately from the rest of the sandwich, which is a really good thing. The toppings are also on point. The lettuce comes in chunks instead of being shredded, which gives it a nice refreshing crunch. The pickles are crisp and not overpowering. I do wish the tomato wasn't chopped. I said this when I kicked off the video. I really think sliced would have worked better. And even the pictures online show slice, so I don't know, did they make a mistake here? Hard to tell. Even so, the tomato tasted fresh. The spicy mayo ties everything together really well. It's creamy with just enough zing. Overall, I'm impressed with the quality, so I'm going to give that a solid 4.5 out of 5. Next, let's talk about the portion size. This is a big sandwich. That filet is huge. It hangs over the sides of the bun, which is exactly what you want to see in a chicken sandwich, and it's really thick. But not dry or rubbery. It's juicy all the way through. The chicken to bun ratio is exactly what you want. By the time I finished it, I was pretty full. I'm really glad I didn't buy the fries, because if I did, I probably wouldn't have finished them. Usually you have to buy fries or a side to complement the meal, but I definitely didn't need that here. Portion size is easily a 5 out of 5. Next, let's talk about presentation. So it was a bit of a mixed bag here. It doesn't look as clean as the photos on the website, but let's be honest, that's expected. Is that ever the case? No, it's not. But it's still appetizing when you look at it in person. The bun has a nice color, the chicken is visibly crispy, and you can see all the layers peeking out. That said, it's definitely a messy eat. With everything they're trying to pack into that bun, the big filet, the sauce, the toppings, it does fall apart while you're eating it. But honestly, that kind of messiness just adds to the experience. It feels loaded and in a good way. So presentation, I'll give that a solid 3.5 out of 5. Value for money, I paid $11.49 plus tax for the sandwich, and in today's economy, that's not too bad. Especially with how massive and filling the sandwich is, and considering the overall quality. I'm very satisfied with the price point. You're getting real white meat chicken breast, great seasoning, solid toppings, and a portion that could easily stand in for a full meal. I wouldn't say it's cheap, but it's definitely not overpriced for what you get. I rate value a solid 4 out of 5. As for the overall rating, this sandwich absolutely delivers. The flavor's bold, it's perfectly seasoned, it brings that signature KFC taste without being too overpowering. The smell pulls you in, the texture's spot on, and the spice level is just right. Not too mild, not too aggressive. The chicken is juicy, thick, and crispy, paired with the soft, flavorful bun and the fresh toppings that actually enhance the experience. It is really good. Sure, it's a bit messy and the presentation isn't flawless, but that's a small trade-off. It stands out for size, quality, and flavor. I would definitely buy it again. It checks almost every box. Overall, it's a solid 4.5 out of 5. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.